Hello everybody and welcome to Jumputi Heroes. My name is Scarface King. It's time for the news on the Dragon Ball Feature Festival Part 2, and we're also going to have a little bit of extra news at the end. So, bang, there's the news right there on your screen. You can see the main focus is the Goku versus the Frieza, the legendary Super Saiyan Goku versus the Frieza. We're going to talk about Goku in just a sec, but before we get on to him, Frieza stage comes first. Frieza is one of the hardest stages in the game, potentially the hardest stage in the game. Like without even playing it, I can tell you that because the Genkai battles are always difficult. He is probably going to be very difficult. For I would say only the top tier players are going to beat stage 35. If you can beat stage 34, you've done very well. You've got a lot of goodies out of that. You should be proud. And the aim really is just to get the jewels, get the Genkai battle tickets. These events don't reset, so realistically, if you can't beat it this time, it's gonna come back around. So you don't have to feel like you've missed out on any rewards. It's not like a battle rush where it'll reset and you've missed out on a dupe of the character or you've missed out on a jewel or whatever. It'll come back. It'll be exactly where you left it off. And maybe next time you could beat it, maybe not. I have had mixed results with the Genkai battles. I say mixed results, I've been beaten a lot. But whether you're like a veteran player or a beginner player, like these stages require specific units, they require specific strategies, and even if there is a bit of wiggle room, what units you can use, what strategy you can use, the bottom line is you're gonna need the top tier to beat stages like this. There's the Genkai Battle ticket gacha. You guaranteed a 5-star if you can get to 10 tickets, and if you get one before that, that's great. It's got an updated pool. It goes all the way up to the Kimetsu no Yaiba event. You can get some pretty good stuff in there, but do not be surprised if you get some random launched unit that's a dupe or something like that. The Defeat Frieza gacha. There's actually 3 Defeat Frieza gachas in here. This one is, I would say, the best one. I mean, maybe not the best one. The yellow one, the Unity Battle one's pretty good. But this one's right up there because, well, for me anyway, I have none of those units. 4 new units for me, but also 3 out of the 4 units here are all 2020 units. And pretty decent units. They're going to be good for Frieza, obviously. And I'm tempted, but I think I'm going to skip. Underneath that, we have the sale for that. Now, with the sale, if you have 3,060 rubies to spare, this might not be the best use of them. Did I say rubies? Yen. If you have 3,060 yen to spare, this might not be the best use of it. But if you don't have any of those units and you want all of those units, which I think is unlikely because that's quite an array of characters, but say for example you do, you are one of those people, then you get a guaranteed new unit at 750 rubies. It's not bad. It's not bad. The limited gacha, who could have foreseen the limited legendary Super Saiyan Goku? He's okay. I don't want to say he's bad. He's not bad. He's definitely not bad. But I think he's a bit specific with his kit. Well, I mean, not specific entirely. His passive is really good, you know, because he's boosting his own attack, and that's a flat buff. So it's not unconditional buff, I should say. And he reduces bubbles to create a skill bubble. He gives damage reduction for green team members. He's good. He's good in his passive. His support's kind of weird because it inflicts Cyclone, but again, that definitely has its uses. The only thing is his special ignores guard and does boosted damage to balanced types. It's too specific. It's only great for this one stage, and then he'll be okay for a lot of other stages. And when I say okay, I mean he's better than most like standard gacha units, obviously. But other than on this stage, you'd rather be running a buffer. You'd rather be running, I mean, depending on the stage, maybe a healer. Like, he's just not... He's not what I really wanted him to be, I guess. But it's fine. It's whatever. If you're interested in him, he's gonna be amazing for the Frieza stage. So at least for that, he'll be top tier. The one thing, the one thing that kind of disappointed me is his sprite is based off of the Goku and Vegeta one we got for the anniversary, and I was like, you could tell obviously the like celebration animation or the power up animation, whatever it is, that looks good. But if you look at his just like basic pose that we got down here, it's really kind of like, I wanted it to look more like slightly earlier Akira Toriyama sort of design. I don't know, it just feels weird. We have the like Majin Buu saga Goku, and he has the exact same head as the Namek saga. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. I wanted him to capture that early Super Saiyan, first time Super Saiyan Goku. Especially that face he pulls after the like the last moment with Frieza, which I'm hoping he will have, but he probably will not. We have a new Trunks. Now this was the part that was unexpected. New Trunks, Midday Trunks. He is part of a gacha. I kind of like events like this, but also kind of don't. They're there for a very specific reason, and that is A, to fill time, because, oh, I have nothing to farm this event. You know, anytime you're like, I have nothing to farm this event. And you're getting something for it, you're getting goodies for it. However, it does kind of make whales go, oh, I'll spend this much and get this, and I'll farm this faster. And I think that's fine because, you know, it's fine because if people want to spend money, they're free to spend money. And if the game wants to make money, they're free to make money. The problem is they quite often put characters as boost characters that they know are going to be very popular, so that even if you're not one of the people that would care, you might be suckered into summoning. And that's kind of the situation I'm at, because to get the Trunks, you have a boost gacha of Midday Gohan. This is annoying because he actually, like, his sprite is so good. The whole thing of him having 2 arms instead of 1, you should only have 1 arm, but there's a whole gacha thing. If you've played any of the Dragon Ball gacha games, you know it's just a thing. Midday Gohan has 2 arms. Even in his artwork that only has 1 arm, his sprite has to have 2 arms. It's the rules. It just is. Which is fine. But the fact that he looks so good already, but then he also transforms into Super Saiyan on special. That's so good. That's exactly what I would have wanted him to look like. And I never thought he would have been added this early. Like, I thought they would have gone in a completely different direction for this event. Yo, I want him, but I really don't want to pull. Because, yes, okay, he boosts the drop rate of the stupid time machine fuel stuff. And that stuff could be used on this gacha, and this gacha gives you Trunks, it gives you Trunks' Evolver, and it also has 5-star gacha ticket fragments and jewel fragments, which are both premium items. So if you got the Gohan, you could just shred through the stage over and over and over and over and over and get loads of jewels. Happy days. You've got to remember, there are going to be whales that are gonna grab this Gohan. They're gonna, I think there's probably other boosted units. They're gonna set up a team with like the Gohan and like whether there's other boosted units are to get a maximum boost, and they're gonna farm the shit out of this stage. They're gonna use as much stamina as they can because these items are absolute premiums, you know. And if you're the kind of person that has got like a load of rubies, but they want some jewels, this is the way to get some jewels rather than buying a pack to get some jewels. You just get some rubies, or if you already have some rubies and you just farm the shit out of a stage like this, because if I'm not mistaken, some of the cheaper, the way some of the packs work for the rubies, it's like the ones where they add on the jewels, you're just getting the jewels at the standard price of the rubies or thereabout. So it's like 3k and you get 3 jewels, and it's like 10k yen, and then I think that's like not that different from how much it would cost normally. But the best sales, the ones are just gonna have rubies, really, and it's gonna be like 50% off what you normally pay, or you know, sometimes even more than that. So you get a bunch of rubies, you farm this, you get a bunch of jewel fragments, and you jewel up all your characters. I'm not sure how many people will do that, but it's just annoying to me, because if it had just been on the other gacha and I had a chance of getting 4 different new units or something like that, but it's just the fact that it's like you're gonna have to do 5 multis to get him. You know you are. It's tempting. It is tempting, but I will hold out until I know 100% who is coming in the next event, and we can talk a little bit about the next event when we get there. It's down the bottom. We have the Uni Battle Frieza that's going on right now. That's actually gonna. Well, I'll upload this video tonight, so it'll still be going. This Unity battle is one of those ones where it's, if you have the right units, you can actually auto it, and it's not too bad. But if you don't have the right units, it's just kind of annoying. I guess a lot of Unity battles are like that, but I miss the bonus ones where you just get loads of goodies. We don't get enough of those. But yeah, there are a lot of rewards, and you're obviously going to want to try and max out Shenron while you can. I still have not maxed out my Shenron, so I have to do this. I'm not even at a 0 point yet, I don't think, so gotta get on that. This gacha is really tasty. Unfortunately, I am 3 out of 4 on this gacha, so there's no way I'm pulling, especially with, I've already got some jewels on Aimi, and Kenshiro is already maxed out. There is no way I'm pulling, but I really would like Shu, so it's tempting. I don't know, it's tempting. If you don't have any of these units, they are great. Aimi in particular, an incredible unit, one of my favourites, but they're all great units. They're all great units. And this one also has a pack. I like that. I like that they keep putting packs in for all these gacha, because I think those packs are quite good value. That's my opinion. We have the Shining Silverlight Gintoki returning, and I am happy to announce that I pulled Shining Silverlight Gintoki on a 25 single this morning. So, yay for me, everybody clap. And it wasn't this morning, I think it was yesterday morning. Regardless, I did pull him, and I'm very happy about that. But I'm kind of interested as to why they put Shining Silverlight Gintoki as a counter to Frieza when they already had like a yellow limited from Dragon Ball. Like, yeah, sure, Super Saiyan 3 didn't fight Frieza, I know, but very odd. There's actually something even more odd further down once we get there. We've got the Dragon Ball Tower boost, standard stuff. I think we already knew about that anyway. The Spirit Bomb event, which turned out to be pretty much exactly what we thought it would be. It's a community event. You charge up the bar by clearing the stage and collecting key. You also want to do this for personal missions. The personal missions are quite nice. They give like a multi-ticket and some jewel fragments and some limit break material. Some good stuff, some good stuff. The daily training event, which starts on the 18th. Just clear it every day. The Cell Games comes back. I need to awaken myself. Not awaken, I need to get myself to 99 luck. I think he's on like 10, something like that. I need to get myself to 99 luck. This stage is going to be a pain in the ass. I've got a bunch of units that counter it now, but just it's going to take so much stamina. It's going to take so much. Now we have this gacha. This is what I was talking about before. What the fuck? they featured this Gohan. They could have easily made Super Saiyan 2 Gohan unlimited when he came out. They chose not to. They were a standard gacha unit. And then he's just been thrown in this gacha as like a super rate up. The only thing I can think is either A, they're trying to bait people, which I mean they always are, but they're trying to bait newer players who won't know that he's not unlimited. It's like, oh, he's super rated up. He looked like he counters Cell. He must be good. Or it's just that he's so popular and people don't have him, and so they're trying to say like, hey, you can get him. I don't know, but it's kind of weird to me. So you can get Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan from this gacha. Don't pull on this. Don't pull on this. Unless Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is like your favorite character, don't pull on it. He's not that good, and he's just not that good. And there's nothing else on this banner. So just saying. Krillin's evolution event is coming back. Piccolo's has not come back this event. I know a lot of people that didn't manage to evolve Piccolo before, so sucks to be you, I guess. There's no evolution event for Piccolo. I'm sorry. There's an evolution event for Krillin though, so go get your Krillins. Now, this gacha, kind of weird. They decided to re-release Rao, Limited Rao. What's his name? Zenrei no Ken Rao. He's come back as a limited for a Popular Heroes gacha, but it's part of like this weird like Cyclone thing. It's like, because you can see down here, Cyclone Tower support. The reason this is confusing, none of these characters have anything to do with Cyclone. The only reason these characters have been put here is because these characters are popular with people who use Rao as a front line, because they create a lot of linked up bubbles for you to pop with him so that you can inflict more Cyclone damage. It's all just, it's such a weird way to like put on an event, but this was what originally led me to believe that Goku was going to be a Cyclone, like a special attack. Like he was going to inflict Cyclone damage, and that's why they were doing this. All these green characters and Cyclone and all this stuff. But he inflicts it on support, and I think he's the only character that does it. And it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't get it. But he's a great unit. So if you want him, hey, there's nothing wrong with going for him. And the same with this gacha. 4 fantastic units. You've got 2 2020 units on there, and then 2 units from 2019 that are pretty good. And they also have a ticket pack. Very nice. Now, what is coming up next? Let me tell you, coming up next is My Hero Academia. Now, I don't know what to feel about this, because it is, I should show you, I don't know if I've got the image here. I mean, we've got the ticket, which kind of suggests it's going to be a feature festival anyway, but it outright says it here. Oh, you can't see my mouse, can you? On the second image, the orange bar on the left side, the yellow text, it specifically says feature festival. This is going to be a feature festival. Now we have, how do you say his name? I haven't watched the anime. I've only read the manga. Best Genist? I'm going with that. We have him as a farmable unit, but also they haven't made it explicitly clear how he's farmable, because this stage drops pairs of genes, and these are used to evolve him into 6-star, and it says that he will be available from login on the 26th of May, but they haven't really said like how he's gonna be. Is he just like a login bonus thing? Is it like a farmable thing, like a stage? Is it like what character was it? I don't know. Hajime Saito. He was like a special event character. I think Koichi was a special event character. Like, is it one of those? I don't know. But My Hero Academia is next, and I don't really know what arc they're going to cover, because they could go with more recent stuff. I don't think they're going to do My Villain Academia, because that would be dope, but I don't think they're going to do it yet. I still have it rooted in my head that we're going to get Endeavor in this event, and he's going to counter Dabby as a catastrophe. And then there's going to be another event on that's going to be countered by... So it's definitely going to have 2 limits. I don't know who that'll be. But I distinctly have it in my head that when we get another Dark Heroes event later this year, that Shigaraki, the version of him from the villain's arc, him as a limited, I feel like that's gotta happen. But I don't know. Maybe they'd release like a version 1 Shigaraki with all the hands in the first event as like a farmable unit, and then release the epic, the epic Shigaraki from the second event, the Dark Heroes event. But we have very little to go off of here. I would say the My Hero Academia characters have quite outdated sprites, so them getting updated wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. If they wanted to have version 2s of these characters, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I don't know. There's too many characters in this series that I can say definitively, oh yeah, we'll only get like version 2s or whatever. Like in Dragon Ball, like when we got the Namek event, the one that's on right now, it's like, yeah, it'll be like lots of version 2s, version 3s, because you're revisiting Goku and Gohan and Krillin and Vegeta and all this stuff. But with this, it's like they could so easily have a new Midoriya, have a new Bakugo, have a new any character they already have in the game, or they could just do a shitload of new characters. It's totally up to them. But I feel like it would be a missed opportunity not to have a new limited Midoriya, and I say that because we have a new limited Goku, we have a new limited Tanjiro. To have a new limited Midoriya to go with that, I think does well for them, because it means later on when they're featuring characters in Special Gacha, it's a way to draw players in, you know? Someone might have only just started My Hero Academia, but they're going to know Midoriya. Someone might have just started Kimetsu no Yaiba, but they're going to know Tanjiro. It's an easy foot in the door with people who are reading those series, whether they just started or whether they're a veteran. So I think it's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to have. But I'm waffling. I'm hoping this event is going to be sick. I know a lot of people are big fans of My Hero Academia. I enjoy it. I won't lie that I do enjoy it, but I wouldn't say I'm a super fan or anything. I don't know if I can justify spending on this event or on the Gohan. I've got enough rubies that I could probably go in for the Gohan if I wanted to. I just don't know if I want to. And with the My Hero Academia event, I don't know who would tempt me to pull. I'm not sure who would be tempting enough to get me to pull. I'm not too sure, but I do actually have All Might and Midoriya, so depending on who the next two limiteds are, assuming it's Endeavor and like, oh shit, I don't know, another Midoriya, I guess. That could work. That could work. But they might also do what they did in shit, what event was it? In one of the events they had basically what they have in this event, with the Gohan and the Trunks. If they did that with the Midoriya from that festival, from the school festival, and Gentle Criminal, that could be kind of cool as like a second part tacked on to the event, in addition to other stuff from a main arc. That would be sick. But I don't know what they're going to do. I hope people are excited for it. If you have any thoughts about what they're going to do for the My Hero Academia event, you can leave that in the comments and I'll read them. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back when I am back.